It's 1 minute past the hour. Hey, you guys, welcome to UZoom Live. It's Thursday night. Got a lot of interesting stuff we're going to be sharing with you this evening. My name is Joe, and you hear me daily on our daily radio broadcast, U Radio Live. Before I turn it over to John, there's one thing I want to make you guys aware of, and I'm going to ask you to do something, and that is to get a pencil and a paper and take notes. Listen closely. You know, one of the things that I really loathe, and I love that word, loathe, is multitasking. There's no such thing as multitasking because you only have 100% to give. And if you're multitasking, you're giving less than everything you got to the most important thing. So this evening, if you would do us a favor and just like turn off your Skype and turn off any distraction, get a pencil and a paper and listen very, very closely because there's so many nuggets of information and stuff that gets revealed here. And I got to say that, you know, in the morning, people ask questions sometimes. And the questions they're asking were actually answered in these Zoom Hangouts. So really pay attention. This is valuable time. And we have the benefit of like the founder, Peter, Victor, the guy who's been doing some really cool work technology-wise in the back. And of course, Big John. John, how you doing? Had a great conversation with John today. John, what I'm gonna do is just turn it over to you because I've been talking so much every single day, all day, every morning. So I'm gonna turn it over to you, John.
Thank you, and it's good to see everybody out there. I'm glad you're here. My name is John Rygaard, and you know my role in this meeting, as well as really overall, is to make sure that the energy moves for U Economy. Some of us have gifts in different ways. That happens to be the one that I like to use the most because we all need that. We need a momentum in our business. We need to have it to be consistent momentum. We need acceleration. And then we know that we can have the time we want and the money. So that is what I like to think of myself as the role I have here. And Peter's the owner, and he's handling the operations day to day in every single way, but he can't do all the business development elements as well. Today I'm going to introduce you to the person that's written UFunnel for everybody to use starting today, and that's my friend for over 10 years, Victor, and we'll get into that in just in a few minutes. And that is a momentum piece, obviously. Many people need to have that. And that in the background there is another person on the team. We have an extended team working for you. Behind Victor, to his right, is another person you'll see in the screen named Bob. And we have more than enough resources. What we need to do now is get it into action. And that's what we're doing for you. On the line here, I see some of the people that are writing, people I know from New York. Welcome to all of you, and some people I don't know. So that means we've got some people that are brand new to this opportunity, and that's terrific. After a week long of the radio show, a lot of people want to come and hear from Peter and I, or other people that are the principals of what we're working on. We know what's going on. I'm responsible for the faculty and the coaching program, which is to help all of you to have members join faster than you could do on your own. That's the U-Coach program and the U-Tools. So it's a lot of pressure, I know, to have those things that are my responsibility, but I promise you I can handle it, and I will always deliver the best I can. When I think about U Economy, as we start out this discussion tonight, and if you hear some screams, that's probably the kids that we have a camp here right now. It's not me, prodding them with something. They're out there in the lake right out in front here having a good time. So if you hear those noises, you'll know what they are. U Economy. When I think of U Economy, I am always reflecting on we the people. U Economy, we the people. Those words are interchangeable for me. Because the best companies I've ever been involved with in Silicon Valley, and also been involved with the last 16 years in my own practice, helping people with momentum, have been about the people, the culture, the core values. Those things are what people care about. And by the way, companies are made up of people, not the other way around. It has to be about the people. So, what are we doing that makes it so great? What is it about our activities that make it about the people? Well, first of all, the very notion of you faculty. We're asking you to contribute your best work. We're asking you to be coached by us. Some of you already have materials. We might coach you to do a different brand that you haven't thought about because we know how to do that. Our team can help you. There's nobody that will come in here short of the very best marketers in the world probably that wouldn't get support from us. We know so much about how to do that. So we're here to assist all marketers. Why is that different? Most people go into other businesses and they're looking to just do what they offer. They have a product, they have a service, okay, we're going to do it. And I love that. And a lot of what we do will be about that, but it'll be people you know. It'll be people that you've met at meetings, like in our live meetings we're going to have, which are very important. It'll be people you've seen on some of the webinar series, people you'll start seeing soon who are going to be presenting to all of you. Those materials will be in the back office. Not everybody has to be famous to produce materials. They have to be effective. They have to know what they're doing, and we know there's a lot of you that can do that. So if you don't already know about you faculty, then at the end I'll make a small footnote to you about how to get a hold of me, about how you can contribute, because that is we the people. That denotes exactly. We want you to be the stars. We'll certainly give some material in there because we're part of the people. But we're not more important than you. We don't have necessarily more to say, although some of us might, have some experience with our gray hair, and we might have a few more things because of that reason. But just keep that in mind. The products are set up with branding as the real center of what we talk about. From the very beginning, you're going to see us ask you, who are you? What do you want to accomplish? Some of you might say, I'd really just like to be the best U-Economy affiliate that I can be. And then my question would be, well, what's important to you and your team that you're going to create? What are you going to want the team to be about? Well, I'd like it to be about, producing women in this business that know exactly how to do it and where to do it. And I want to have that as one of my themes. All right. Okay. So then you got that notion. You might get a URL for your funnel that we're going to talk about today. You might, start to get one that fits for you. You'll start to put a paragraph together because you're going to be asked to do that. We're going to ask you to have a 30-second presentation that you can give like that related to what U-Economy is, but also like that about your brand. See, it's no longer good just to, only represent somebody else's products. I don't believe that. I believe that you can do 80-20 rule. You can do 80% of just taking other people's products forward, but 20% has to be you. You have to say something about what you believe in. If you're a leader, which all of you are on this call, it's expected of you. You're expected for you to do a video and to illustrate. Our team's all about, this or that, right? You guys with me? So that branding notion is the second of the three things I want to mention related to illustration, that this is we the people. And I'm going to save the last one until later. I'll come back out in a little bit. I do want us to get into some of the other elements of things we're delivering tonight to you, because U-Action, that's a new name. I'm gonna come up with some more tonight. I'm sure. I always have fun with putting you in front of everything. I think people in my household think I'm nuts. Everything's you. Peter, thanks a lot for that. But U-Action is we figured out how to get a funnel quickly, a good funnel, and it's going to be discussed tonight. All right. So what we have planned for tonight is for Victor to say a few words about what he's produced. Peter, you can decide if you want to introduce him or you want me to, but it's really important that you'll hear from Peter as well, because he is the owner and also he is the operations lead. Everything he's doing to make sure we have the infrastructure in place is so important. If we don't have that, we could have the best ideas in the world, but we've got to have infrastructure that works. All right, so because I don't see Peter up on screen, Victor, why don't you come out? Victor has been a friend of mine for over 10 years. He's really, really talented, just like all of you are. His talent happens to be in the area of just knowing the internet and how it works and what makes it tick, and then simplifying it. He has a way of knowing and studying. He goes through 20 things that put forks in my eye about how to do things, and he's able to simplify it into something that works for all of us to use on a daily basis, like the UFunnel. So Victor, I know you're on mute right now. Come off there if you can, and tell us about the creation that you've been working on UFunnel. And Peter, chime in obviously if you want to introduce how important this is to our game plan right now too.
Yeah, the blessing that we have of having been able to be introduced to Victor in New York was certainly great, and the funnel system that we have, the UFunnel, is a core piece of what we have to offer here with the UEconomy system, thus called UFunnel. And to having an expert from Victor being able to go through here and to be able to fine tune this over time, we're going to be testing everything, headlines, bodies, all different things. We're going to pass those stories on to you as far as what's working better than others. He'll explain it to you. But just a blessing to have him on board on the team to be able to make this technology stuff work. So this way you can focus on what you do best, which is introducing people and closing sales. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Victor. Please take it away, buddy.
Hey, thank you so much, Peter. Are you able to see my screen, or can you lock the camera on there? Okay, good. So the big challenge that we were seeking to solve is that the world has changed. Back in the early days, you could have a plain vanilla capture page. These days, I think it's like 80 to 90% of people are all on mobile phones. So your funnel and your capture pages have to be mobile. And people who are on mobile, they're really busy. They don't have time to give you their name, their phone number. They don't even trust you yet. So what people have always been saying, marketers are saying, well, we got to just get their email only. Well, if you only get their email only, how can you build a relationship with them? How can you call them? How do you even know what their name is? So what we decided to do was to create something revolutionary, which is a two-part system. It's actually a three-part system, but I'll talk about the first two parts here. It's all about capturing their email first, and on the second screen, engaging them with a system that generates the interest and the desire for them to connect with you and have a coaching call. So it's all done for you. That was the whole idea, is we want to build something that once you set it up, everything is done for you. You don't need to be doing anything at all, because like there's this complicated setup process that other companies use. We want to get rid of all that and streamline it so that it's really, really simple. It's a very simple but powerful system. Peter, any comments? You've been working with me on the system now for the last couple of weeks. What do you think, what would be your synopsis of the system? And then I'm going to go and screen share while you introduce it.
Yeah, well, the system is the main thing we had a snag on the beginning was that the main capture page that we were going to be using was not mobile responsive, and it just wasn't up to standards that we wanted to do. So with this whole capture page system, we've made it so primarily the focus is on mobile users. Of course, you can use it on a laptop, but focus is on mobile users because, as Victor said, most of the planet's on mobile now. And using the latest technology, the latest things that do work, we're going to be split testing all the different headlines in there. So this way you can select from the headlines that we know that have worked, and we'll be sliding some in and sliding some out as time goes along as we test these different things. What backgrounds work, what colors work, what's not working, and we'll be doing all that stuff for you behind the scenes. Victor will be analyzing all these statistics and so on. So this way, eventually, we have a capture page that's really pulling very strongly for you. So with that, you see the first page here, and I'm going to turn it over to you, Victor.
Yeah, so feel free to chime in as we're going through this, Peter, because I want this to be an interactive. And those of you who are in the chat, love to see your comments. So please, if you like something, just write it in the chat. If you have a great headline, we're adding headlines right now. So the old funnel had this headline, which I think is a really great one. It's called "The Eye-Opening Video Exposes the Truth About the New Economy." Now, the headline system is really kind of cool. So if I go in here, I can put emphasis on any of those words. It could be emphasis on eye-opening video, or we could put the emphasis on the truth, exposing the truth. Now, in just a few seconds, John, right before this call, wrote a few more headlines, and I want to just share these with you. Check this out. I go in there and boom, I switch the background, how I made a fortune because of a 1-hour meeting. Now we've switched the background to a boat. Thanks to Marcus for this beautiful background. you can also, let's say, well, we don't necessarily want to use blue font. We want to go to an orange font. Bam, we got an orange font. Now, it depends on, like, you see that the orange is now capturing the blend of the sunset. But wait, there's more. Let's go in here and try John's next headline. Boom. 5-day weekends are better than 2. I want you to start thinking about marketing in a different way. Go with the beginner's mind. We don't know which of these headlines is going to convert, and the headlines are going to be dependent upon your audience and who you're speaking with. So at the same time, we want to make sure that these headlines are compliant with all the terms of use of Facebook and every other system out there that you would want to be promoting these funnels to. So what we're going to be doing is asking everyone to contribute in the chat your best headline, what you'd like to see, and we'll take these all under consideration. This is also, oh, sorry, there's a video coming in here. And as you can see, that once people actually go into the funnel, they can start to engage with the larger video. Remember I told you at the beginning, the first thing we only ask for is their email address. That's really crucial, because once you put in your email address, you now have that 1-minute video. We give people a little countdown timer here, 170 seconds. If they don't take any action or they don't put in their name and their phone number, they're going to feel like, oops, I missed out. But that's okay, because we have their email address. We're going to remind them in the follow-up series. Now take a look. Enter your name and phone to speak to one of our coaches. I'm going to hide these thumbnails right now while I'm talking. And then basically all they need to do is put their name and their mobile number, and then boom, we're ready to go. So I'm going to put in my name, and the system is completely automated. It is going, if you put in your first name and last name, it automatically splits the first name into the first name field and the last name and last name field. Enter your best mobile number. I'm going to put in a mobile number. I'm going to say click get free access now. And now it's going to basically go in here and grab the Common Sense Blueprint, matching the brand. This is the video that's playing right here, income disclaimer. And then the only call to action is join the revolution. Join the revolution. Okay? And it's going to copy the brand. If this is a blue theme, it's New York City skyline. Now take a look at this. Here's the inside of the U Economy dashboard. This is my lead that I put in prior to capturing their name and their phone number. Now we have additional information, so we have their name and their phone number. When I refresh the screen, you'll see all the information is stored right inside of your profile. There's no duplication. So whether people just trust you enough to give you their email, you'll have that inside of your U Economy back office. If they want to give you your name and your phone number, that's also going to be in there. That's going to allow you to segment your list. And you'll be able to also integrate this directly into the U Economy. I want to show you a little bit about the back office if we have a little bit of time. Before I do that, Peter, do you have any commentary about that? I mean, you can see the system is ready to launch. Peter, back to you.
Yeah, great. You know, it's I'm appreciative to put that in there as far as not having double records. So this way it just adds to the existing record that's on there. So this way it'll save a lot of room. But you'll have just the essential information so you can go in there and to contact these people. And we're going to be integrating this with the coaching system as well, too. That's the next step of this whole process. So, so it's great. It's right in your back office, ready to go. No separate pages to go to. You're all set.
Awesome, awesome. So now click configure. And in here, you can actually configure your own autoresponder. So like I have an integration of my own autoresponder, MailChimp. You can click on My Integrations, and all the integrations into your back office. You could use GetResponse, Aweber, MailChimp, Campaign Monitor, iContact, Constant Contact, Imnica, eGOI, or U Economy's own autoresponder right in here. And we're going to be doing a separate training on how to set this all up for your individual autoresponders. It's really, really simple. What we want to do right now is you don't have to wait. You can actually start using the system as soon as John and Peter and Marcus, we give the 2 thumbs up. We're going to launch this puppy. So I can show you a little preview of some things that we're kind of working on right now. It's a new Ninja thing that we're adding. But Peter, while I bring that up, you want to just say any comments about the timeline? We're probably going to launch this thing next week, right? Peter, you there?
Yeah, Victor, or sooner. Sooner's better. Yeah, as you can see, guys, we're pretty much ready. We're just looking to add a few more things to it, doing some final testings with a few things. But we wanted to just let you know that we have been working feverishly on this to give you everything that we think is best. But we want to have something that's world-class or close to it, where we can get to world-class within a few short leaps and bounds, not something that's so far away. Because with UEconomy and yourself and myself, my reputation, yours, and so on, is we want to put forth the best image that we can to the public, and that we are world-class operations. So that's why we want just to make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. So make sure that you get us any headlines that you think you might want to put in there. We'll discuss it and see if we can add those to it, and we'll put it into the testing system to be able to test it and go from there. But that's about it. And Victor, you want to take it from here?
Yeah. So this is the new thing that we're currently developing. It's not going to slow down the launch at all, but I think this is extremely cool. I'll tell you why. This is for mobile phones, because one of the challenges we've found, and we've tested this extensively, is if you even ask for their email address on a mobile device, they get overwhelmed and they don't fill in the form. But if you say eye-opening video exposes the truth about the new economy, and you have this little button that says, yes, please, and then they have this little pop-up, the engagement is so much more. And so that system is going to seamlessly integrate into the overall funnel whenever, with as soon as we finish getting it tested and everything like that. But I think that's really cool. I haven't really seen anyone really fully implement this type of a structure before. I think that's the simplest. The simplest thing is the best. Your headline and a button, and that's what people want to see on a mobile device. So that's what's coming.
Yeah, Victor, you said the one word: simplicity. I have many programs, and one of the major things that made them run very well that we found out through time is simplicity is the best. And so when you can make it simple, that's great. And this way, it just gives people a chance to not have to think about it, and they just react. And you'll be able to get a lot more people engaging with you when you're showing them this information.
Oh, we see some chats in here. Let's see what people are saying. Love it. Yes, simplicity. When this launch will be done for you, autoresponder will be there. Yes, looks great. Thank you. Love it. Okay, everyone wants access to it tonight. Oh, love you people. Thank you so much. Yeah, excellent. All right. Well, that's all I have to show for you guys.
Well, actually, Victor and Peter, Lady in Purple was actually asking, will the autoresponder be, he wasn't just saying, it wasn't, I think you misread it there. So the question is, Peter and Victor, and I know the answer, but will this include an autoresponder like you showed at the bottom? Will there be something that can be sent out from UEconomy's back office?
That's something we need to have a meeting as to which emails should be coming from UEconomy and which emails you want to be following up with as part of the template. Like if you go to the current UEconomy back office and you go into your home page, you'll see that there is this configure link for your own autoresponder. And then I believe there's also a document. Where is that, Peter? There's a document here that has the autoresponder sequence. I'm not sure where that was. I think it was in here.
Yeah, I think it's on another page after this.
We have, I'm going to get my picture out here. We do have a series that Peter and I have worked on. It is terrific. Well, if I do say so myself, I guess you'd say, but it is a 7-day autoresponder that talks about how you can be mentored, and a lot of the concepts that are in there come right from the UMentor program. So we show our system, we show our offer right away. So I think that is absolutely one that we should use front and center. And in this industry, most people make a decision within a week. Emotionally, everybody. Emotionally, they make a decision to join. They may not have the money. We may have to help them find ways. And by the way, we're working on some solutions for how we can give you all tools to go to get financing for your prospects. But emotionally, they make a decision in the first 3 to 5 days. That's been my experience for all the years I've been in top tier and digital franchising and other franchises as well. It doesn't have to take that long when you find the right prospects. So we don't have to have like 500 autoresponder series. We're going to keep that simple too, just so everybody knows. It looks like Kelly Watt has a question here. Let's see. Will it link to sales page before the registration page?
Well, we can have it linked to wherever you want, but we could also provide a vehicle for you to link it to wherever you want, but that's going to be a decision that we're going to have a meeting about.
Well, we're going to have the basics set up in a way that'll work for everybody, 80-20 rule again. So, in my opinion, the registration page has to come after the sales page, everybody. So
your own autoresponder is going to be done. Yeah, Rob Hanley asked, can we embed our own autoresponder as an option as well? You want to set that up inside of your UEconomy, your UCrew back office, because that way people will be getting 2 messages. They're going to be getting messages from the company, and I really love the brevity of Peter's style in how he writes, short, sweet, concise little reminder messages. We really want to put the emphasis of the more building relationship with you, right? In your own autoresponder, and you can set that up today inside of the UEconomy setup. And if there's time, I can show you exactly how to do that. It's very, very quick. It just seems a little daunting until you've actually done it. And once you've done it, it's real easy.
Well, and again, we are going to have people with all different experience levels. Our basic level, when people buy into the UCrew, has to be something that's plug and play. It can't be difficult. Someone like Rob, who's got more experience, he knows how to do that. We made it easy in the back office, but let's keep it simple again. It doesn't have to be hard to sell people freedom. I'm not selling anything, by the way. We're just encouraging them.
Yeah, Rob said he didn't need help, but so Rob, what you want to do is, because all of the leads show up inside of your UEconomy back office, all you want to do is set up the autoresponder integration inside of there, the way I showed earlier in the webinar. It's under, you go to your home page and you click on the setup. I'll just show you that again, just so you have it, okay? Tony Robbins said, repetition is the mother of skill. That's a really great statement, okay? So it's right in here. Log into your dashboard and click this red button that says configure. I'm going to zoom in here, okay, so you can see it, okay? It's this red button that says configure. That's the button you want to click on, and when you click that button, you basically set up your integrations right in here. You click on My Integrations, and then you choose which integration you want to use, and then you select the autoresponder, and then you select the list, and then you enter your redirect URL if you want to have that redirect go to there. It's really that simple. And because the UFunnel loads leads directly into the UEconomy, you have the ability to set this up with your own autoresponder. And you can do that as soon as we launch. Okay?
Well, Victor,
and the nature of our company and our culture, if you got some great experience with, some responder series, then let us know. Get it into me, and we'll make sure that everybody has access to it, not just your team. And that's what another part of We the People is. We share things. We grow as a group. We're going to show other people that are looking at this business if we're all doing well. So share those things, please. Peter, I'm sure you have some more things you'd like to say. You haven't gotten to, the operations and the setup of how we present this going forward. Do you want to say a few words on that right now?
Yeah. Victor, one thing we want to test is having people, after they go to a certain point in the lead process and going to the join page. That's one part. But also, I think I forgot who it was. I mentioned, can we have them go to a landing page with more printed information?
Yes.
So we have one that I showed you. Actually, I'll share my screen and show you guys really quick. Here we go. And we're working on this as well too, so you can see this here. And as we scroll down, this is all information that people can see on a landing page, okay? You can see it's nicely designed, and so we're working on this. And this way, Victor, we can find out which one converts better in the final analysis of everything. And this goes into all the different price points. And since now we're working on financing, we'll probably put a financing component in here as well too. All right, and it goes down and down and down. So it's a long page. All right, and then from this one, then they go to the join page. Okay, so that's that's one aspect of the whole system that we want to go and want to test. Go right to the join page, go to a landing page which goes to the join page.
Awesome.
Yep. All right, guys, let me just chat a little bit, and then I'm going to pass it back over to John and Joe. We mentioned a lot of different things here today. For those people, maybe we have some guests on the call, that simplicity is key, world class is key. We're looking to achieve all these different things with the system and the program, and we want to be able to give you everything, okay? Now, to that end, what I'm doing is on Saturday, in celebration of the launch of our first product, which is the U-Mentor program, on Tuesday at 2 o'clock, we're going to be putting the phone number and PIN number. Now, the one I'm going to give you now is not the phone number and PIN number of the actual U-Mentor class, because people paid money for that, and we're not going to just give it out on a regular line. But we'll give you a separate phone number and separate PIN number that only you guys in the U-Mentorship can get access to it. And but on Saturday at 10 o'clock Eastern time, I'm doing a special call. It's a U-Mentor call. It's open for everybody. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to have you refer guests to this call so they can experience what a mentorship call is all about. In that call, I'm going to be going over the 10 steps to creating a new belief, and all the different things revolving around that to be able to get yourself to a whole nother level and break through these different things that are holding you up. All right, so that's Saturday at 10 o'clock. And what I want to do is give you the phone number for that. And if you have something to write it down, I'll just post it. I'm going to post it right into the chat, and you guys can see it. And that's Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, Saturday 10 a.m. Eastern time, and I'm going to be doing this call. Again, it's for everybody. They don't have to be you economy people. It could be anybody, because after I give this call, which is going to be about 30 to 45 minutes, then I'm going to go into the 12 different steps that we go into the mentorship program that we cover each week. I'll go into a little bit about each one of them, the importance of mentorship, and then go into U Economy and how they can be part of U Economy as well too, and then refer them back to you. Okay, so at that point, maybe you'll have yourself a $1,500 sale. So that would be pretty cool, right? So that's what we're going to do on Saturday. So Saturday at 10 o'clock, be sure to come on, and we'll also record this as well too, so you can use this to be able to give out to other people. And we're working with John as well too to do evergreen stuff. So we're going to have evergreen webinars with things like this on it, and then we can use those for you to have evergreen promotional tools to get people involved into the academy and the U-Mentorship and different things like that. So, all right, thanks, Susan. I appreciate that. Yeah, get everybody on that call. It's going to be great. So the other things that we have coming out is really soon after mentorship, we have the digital part coming out, the U-Digital. Okay, we're going to go over all about the digital products and so on. Product's already ready, okay? So we just don't want to do everything all in one shot for everybody. The kitchen sink at one time is not good. So we want to give you little bite-sized pieces as you go through, get used to the system. And then we're coming out right after that with the branding part. So the first part of the branding part will be the authorship part, and then we'll have other things about authority sites and different things like that coming in on the branding part. And then we'll be introducing, probably I would think late July will be the networking, and into August will be the live, obviously, and just before we launch, we'll start getting into the master level. So guys, it's so great. The U Marketplace is ready to go. We have videos on there. However, we move things around so the links are broken, so they're not working right now. But I've seen the videos. The videos are there. So I expect very, very soon the videos on each part of the U Marketplace will be functional. Walk you through the process, so this way you can get yourself going and you can start having products for sale on the U Marketplace, which is powered by Unlimited Education. So John mentioned also financing. We are like this close this close, not even this close, this close to financing, which is going to allow you to open up a whole nother world. And it just blew me away today. And I was told that many countries will be able to do this as well too, not just the U.S. So you're going to be able to have people involved with the program and to go up higher in the ranks as well too. And we'll give you all the details on this once we do that, and we'll have the people from the financing company come on and explain all this whole process for you. But it's a very, very simple process, 5 to 7 minutes. They're in. They don't have to give their next born, trust me, and they'll be able to come in and do this. And hats off to Tammy as well as Walter that also helped us in getting this together and introduces us to the right people as well too. So guys, so many things happening. Just be patient. It's all coming out, and it's going to start to steamroll. So right now, I know it's coming out. It's kind of bits and pieces, but once these major components come out, which is the bedrock of the whole program, then everything else is going to start to steamroll after that. Okay, that's about it. Let me turn it back over to John and to Joe.
Okay, so you guys are getting some good updates. We'll be doing this every week. We have these calls on Tuesdays and Thursdays. As we get to know people and they come through the funnel, I'd like you to think about what I just said a little bit ago about the fact that people make emotional decisions within 3 days when the price tag is low enough to get involved with us. And low enough is all relative. I mean, 50,000 is not a big deal to people in some walks of life. So they make an emotional decision. So you want to get them into the video. You want to have them watch that. Then you want to move to the next step. That could be the U coach who's going to, if you choose to have that, or you can learn how to do it yourself or just try it. And have that conversation. And then the next place to bring him is this call right here. We're not going to be doing updates like this in every call. I see this call being where we are helping through a presentation that's going to be about having testimonials on it. I see it as about a place for them to meet some of the people that are instrumental in bringing materials forward, like Peter and I and others that are leaders. I see it where we highlight leaders on that call. I see it showing community like Joe is so great at doing, Joe Need. So, it's going to be a place where they're going to be able to see something they didn't see from the video, they didn't see from a conversation that we could never do in those 2 steps. It's part of a funnel, right? The funnel of one step leads to the next. This can truly be the place that you bring people right before they go ahead and say what level they're going to start at. I want you to start to prepare to bring people through on a weekly basis to this live call. There will be recordings you can send people to that, it's not as good. It's like going to a live concert, right? Got to see them, in person or go to a live game. It's different than doing it, say from a recording, but you can. You're not going to always be able to bring people to this call, but I want you to start thinking in weekly terms. As you start the week, you're going to go, here we go. It's Monday. I'm going to kick out my funnel. I'm going to go back and see who didn't come along from last week. I'm going to bring them forward, and I'm going to make sure that they're aware of the things they can get involved with. We're going to have calls every single day. You can plug people in so they can see our content. We got one Saturday. We got one every Tuesday that I do with the compound effect. We're going to have many more. All of you that are already signed up to be faculty, I'm going to ask you pretty soon here now, once we get all of our setup in place, to start to do presentations, and they will be at different times of the week. Some people won't be able to make them. We're going to record every one of them. They're going to go in the back office. You're going to use them as part of your branding as well. Everything we always do as the leaders on the team is to make sure that we're always supporting you equal to you supporting us. You're supporting us by helping the company grow. We're grateful. That's the whole affiliate model. It's unbelievable. I get goosebumps thinking about how easy this model is compared to what I used to do in Silicon Valley. Bunch of employees working for one big company. There wasn't really we the people going on there. Can we agree, everybody? In any kind of an employee relationship, we the people that I described earlier is what we have, and we believe in it. And when we believe in it, it happens. We've seen that happen. So we really need to stay on that belief trail. And also, we want to be a part of the core values that we heard, and we actually got input from. Because another thing about we the people is we're asking you for input. In New York, Peter and I and a few others, we could have come up with the core values we thought that were right for the company. We could have. But instead, we came up with, the core values that we heard in the room. I'm going to show them to you right now. This worked for us. In fact, I think we only added 1 or 2 in it while we were doing this brainstorm. That's how we do things. We the people. We're interested in all of you having that opportunity to contribute. We know you can. We expect it. See, when you have that culture, everybody, it changes everything. If you're in an employee mentality working for somebody else, the expectation isn't you're ever going to do that. You're not going to be a business owner. You're not going to own your destiny. You're not going to really own your freedom. They won't tell you that. They won't, right? So what I really want is to be sure you realize that we have to live these core values. And Peter, if you want to add to that, I'm just going to bring them up on the screen in a second here. We had that whole process, Peter, in the room when we were there. I thought it was fascinating. Everything was said that I wanted.
Kelly did a great job of writing everything down on the board. Right, John? He was doing a great job.
Yeah, she did. And this is that's where this comes from. If I can just get the fonts to work here.
John, it's like the core values are really like, I'm sure you've heard it before. How you do anything is how you do everything. And the same thing with the core values. You have to work within what you are as a person, how you are as a person, and have everything reflect through you to other people. And people can see that you are treating them as a relational type product, not a transactional type product. Trust me, you'll do so much better that way, because especially at the higher type of products that we have as far as price points, you're usually not going to get a snap sale like that. So it's going to take, like John said, 3 to 5 days to kind of warm people up a little bit, get them to know you a little bit, and for them to see and feel you on the type of person you are, that you're going to be there for them. Because hey, $3,000, $6,000, even $50,000 is a lot of money to many people. So they're going to have to see you a little bit. You're going to have to interact with them a little bit to get them to take the next step. And these values that we have on here are going to help you along that line and be able to give you and kind of remind you a little bit about what we're trying to do as a culture here with the company.
Yeah, and the culture matters. People are just going to be just join in and get on that ship because they're going to feel that feeling that they've been looking for. We all have to have income and commerce and a U economy, don't we? So, but wouldn't it be better if we're part of something that we love, that has integrity, honesty, morals, ethics? I mean, you can read them. You probably already have read them all through. But beyond reproach, that's awesome. Like, in every way, we believe in what we're doing, and we take action, and we deliver, and we help people. That's what we have to be about, so that we're beyond reproach. Caring about others, professionalism. This is, the essence of Peter Wolfing. I mean, the professionalism he carries from being a Marine sergeant, for me, and being from that kind of similar background in Silicon Valley with around venture capitalists, it fit right in. Who would know, right? The service, but it makes sense. The service and, just really high end, taking care of business. And that pedigree we've got here, everybody, it is going to attract a lot of people. You don't have to worry too much about, is it a perfect word on your lead capture page? Really, you got a feeling behind it. They see the video, they come to this call. Not one of those things will have them decide, but all of them will. Just allow the process to unfold. It is going to be magical. They're going to have a chance to meet all of us that are on these calls here. And I hope many of you will be here. Positive posture, world-class, quality, positive attitude, genuine, transparent. Okay, that has to be the way it is. Transparent. I mean, we're not going to tell you every little thing that's like giving us keeping us up at night. But if you asked us what was keeping us up at night, we'd probably tell you. But transparency has to be that we're willing to do that. We're not like trying to hide anything, but there's some things that we just, we want to make sure we just come through first. We're about action, co-collaboration, generosity, coachable. This is all from people that were in the room in New York. In fact, I don't remember saying much, Peter, and I don't think you did. We didn't want to. We started the meeting out knowing we didn't want to. Generosity, coachable, satisfied, commitment, innovative. All right? Are we getting anything on the chat line? Has other people got any response to this on the chat line, Joe? Exceed expectations. Whoa, Peter, you ready for that? Communication, authentic. Oh, baby. You know what? We're going to teach you guys all how to do videos. Excuse me, it's really hot here. I got to close the door, otherwise I'll have all of that hot in here. But authentic is so important, and the biggest part of doing a good video is not if you press the button at the perfect time. It's about speaking with your heart. So we're going to teach you all in your brand to be authentic. And if you don't feel authentic with whatever you're going to be offering as far as your team leadership, like you want to be about whatever that team leadership is, then you need to modify it so that you can speak it, the truth. Core values. When I was at a company in Silicon Valley, one company did it better than others, and we would hire people left and right. People were coming in because they wanted to be part of this stuff right there.
Yeah,
nothing to do with the product.
There's many studies that have been going out, and the top 5 things, they rank them as far as why people go to a Google or an Apple or things like that. And number 5 is money. It's never about the money. It's about working with a great group of people, about having a goal bigger than yourself, and having a purpose, that they can work with and something they believe in. And I think I heard one interview with Steve Jobs, and he said they just want to have somebody that's going to love Apple. That's the big thing. To love the company you're with, and to love your economy is what we're looking for, and to be able to be, be part of that. Yes, the money is great, and the money's going to come, but it's got to be more than the money. Otherwise, you're just going to be a mercenary, and you're going to jump from thing to thing all the time. And we certainly, know that's part of the industry at this point, but we want to be able to say, hey, you got a home over here, and we do have multiple streams of income right here with our program. So, it's a great time to be involved with what we're doing here. I can't wait for the next few months. It's going to be outstanding, John.
Well, it is truly going to be that way. Now, so as far as anybody from the room in New York that's on the line, and Joe, I don't know if we're going to create chaos. Is there a way to do like a *6 on a phone line and have one person at a time come out? But because this is We the People call tonight, I'd like to hear from some of you about this process right here, and about maybe some examples you think of that you've seen already about genuine, like that's Peter's middle name, by the way, and stuff like that. Anybody want to come out and say hi?
What we can do here, John, is anybody, if they want to put their hand in the air, if somebody wants to put their hand in the air, I can elevate you to this platform. So if you have a camera and you're wearing a shirt, make sure that you're not outside the pool. And if you'd like to elevate anybody who would like to participate.
John, you got to stop sharing your screen.
I'm going to stop sharing. No more sandbox time for you guys.
Right, here comes Lofty. He wants to come out right now. Come on out, Lofty. You're going to be elevated right now to the panel. John, you want to stop? You can stop sharing your screen if you want to, but there's Lofty.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome. Lofty, what do you say, man? Wait, let me unmute you. You're muted here. Let me see if I can. All right, you're unmuted. Go ahead.
Hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Hey, Mark. Good to see you.
Good to see you all again. All you. Yeah, boy. I remember that. When, John up there. Was it Kelly who had the good penmanship?
Yes.
Writing down all yes, and just everyone firing off these core values and the transparency. We already hit that pretty hard. Well, it's gently hard, but it's true about here we are. Don't take this wrong, exposing ourselves, the whole building process of this company of pre-launch and how it's coming together. We're not like hiding anything and not feeding out a bunch of hype. We're saying, hey, come, look, hear what we're talking about, hear what we're preparing, hear what's coming out now. It's all out in the open. I also like the whole, the funnel that the U economy has is that it's kind of all laid out. This is what we have. Not like, oh, get this and then start tempting people with little upsells and where people feel jerked around. It's presented gently but completely. You can find out more information. You ask about it, but it's not like getting jacked around at this. Oh, well, if you really want to be good with this, you're going to need this. Oh, yeah, that's more. But hey.
And Mark, what's great about, and just as we move to the next person, I know but what I love about this is you're an actor pretty seriously. And as an actor, you can spot a person who's acting, can't you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
we Peter and I when we planned the meeting, we didn't have it all nailed down even as what we were going to say in the meeting, but we just we just went about it. So I hope everybody knows that this is your company in every way. So thanks, Mark, for coming out. Is there anybody else, Joe?
Anybody else? There's no one else yet. Where's it all? Everybody's pretty shy here today. If somebody would like to jump in here, Mark, hang on. I'm going to drop you. I'm going to drop you from the panel. I don't want to hurt you, but you'll land softly. We've got somebody else here. Let's see. Kelly wants to come out. Kelly, let me promote you right now to panelist.
Absolutely. Kelly has to come out.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one who did all the writing because my penmanship would not have covered it very well. But you're on mute, Kelly. But Kelly, you were writing as people were talking. So, it must have been a different experience for you. What do you think about that core value process we did?
Yeah, those values came out really fast and furious, and that just tells me that's on the tip of everybody's thoughts and their heart. And I just have to say, being able to be part of this is such an honor, to be with people that have that kind of a heart-centered passion for people, and to help people through this platform, and to include people in helping people through the platform. I mean, it's got such a full rounded offering to come out, and I really like the way that we can be interactive, we can be inclusive, we can bring our talents here and be a part. So, like, for example, Victor, I just have to say, when I first saw him at Carmine's, he's carrying around a camera, and I thought, cool, he's going to just be doing the video. Here's our video guy, right? That's kind of all I was thinking Victor was about. And then he stands up and he does his presentation. I was like, whoa. Whoa. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's called.
Speechless.
When I saw Victor, I was like, wow, I thought I knew a lot. I'm feeling very humble right now.
Yeah, when I see Victor, I say, thank God he does what he does, because I'm not going to do that.
Right.
But thank you, Kelly, and thanks for contributing back there in the room. You jumped right up, offered to help, and that's part of being a good team too. And what's going on right now, everybody, and we're just going to close out here in a few minutes, but we're new. However, we're not. These principles we just talked about are not new. The people with the gray hair, and look at, we got gray hair on the call here. We're not new. There's not that many new concepts that are a part of this business model, but there's a little twist like Uber did. Boom. And then Airbnb. Woo, they just did a little twist, and all of a sudden they got a model that's making a lot of money for them. And actually it's making a lot of other people money. All the Uber drivers are like, score. They can supplement their second and third incomes they need, and they're doing really well. It's created a big difference. I see us that same way, everybody. I see us making that change to what all of us have come from. Everybody on this call, I know that all of you have some background in the network marketing, home-based business, probably top-tier businesses or high-ticket, however you refer to it. We know that. And that's going to be where a big line share of the people that come into the pre-launch are going to come from. They really will be. I mean, they're the ones that are comfortable enough. But the reason they'll come is that they'll like that there's this 10 or 15% difference. That we, the people, that's the 10 or 15%. The things we do, the core values we have that change how we approach this market. And so people go, I like this. I'm going to have a brand I never had. All I've ever done is send out other people's links. And I always get them banned on Facebook anyway, so I don't want to do that anymore. I'm interested in, I guess I do have something to say to the world. I have a book in me. I have a video series in me. You Marketplace by itself, everybody. I was thinking about this the other day, and I went, that alone is clearly a big business. I mean, if you think about the competitors that are doing just that, they've proven that. But we're going to have 1, 2, 3 income streams. So that's only going to be one of the income streams, all within the same business. That's something that I've said to people myself. They get it, because when you go, otherwise you got to have 3 businesses to have those 3 income streams. We have one business to have all three. That's good. We don't want people's mind share going all over and that shiny ball going around, you know. Oh, man, that business looks good. I'm going to try that out. No, you got 3 income streams with us. That's true, I do. And I actually have a viral video right now, $100 a pop, that's making me 1,000 people come in every single week. That's going to be possible. By the way, everybody on this call, this is a call to action for you. We're going to help all of you to create your first video. We're going to have a video, summary about how you do that, and you'll do the best job you can. And we're going to ask you to put it in the marketplace, because we, the people, have to build that. Peter and I can't put like 600 videos or so ourselves in there. I go, I see a lot of videos in here, but they're all of Peter and John. That's not going to work.
That wouldn't work, no.
No. So everybody here on this call, this is a call to action. Prepare what your video is going to be. Before you do that, you have to get clear about your brand. And so we're going to start with that. All of you are going to get all of this firsthand, this knowledge. And Victor will be a part of that. Other people will be a part of that. We're going to help you build this, and you're going to be showcasing what we the people means. Because isn't that the truth? I mean, you can't really figure out if a car is great until you sit in it and you drive it. It's like anything else. So I just want you to know that we the people is right at the center of all those values. And it's a little scary. It's not as scary as when the Declaration of Independence was signed, and all those people thought for sure they're either going to die because people are going to kill them, or they're going to be prosperous. They didn't know. It's a very fascinating story if you read about how that all came about. Historically, it was a scary time. We have nowhere near that kind of scary, and we're not going to put anybody else under that. But it is different. We got to ask people to try a different model out. A little different model. They're going to actually have to create a brand now. But all the people want to do that. They really do. They're like, I'm bored with this other thing. You guys get me on that? Joe, does that ring true from you, from your industry experience? That 10 or 15% is going to really, really make a difference for people, and it's going to be our Airbnb effect. In fact, there's an article that we got to get posted. Is it up in the back office somewhere, Peter, of you being named the Uber of your background and your brand, the Uber of network marketing? Is that out there, Peter?
What's that?
Is that article that you had written, is that on our back office yet?
It's not in the back office, but it's on the Facebook page.
Okay, Facebook page, everybody, because that's a great deal. That it's important to make a connection between what's already working in the market right now with what we're doing, because that's how people think. That's how brands work. All right, so we're going to piggyback off of Uber. We're going to piggyback off of Airbnb. As I close, Peter, anything you'd like to say to close out the call, and then Joe, take it over?
Joe, please take it over right now. Let me just finish something because I want to say something, and I'll pick it up in about 2 minutes.
All right, quickly, let me just thank everybody for coming here today. A couple quick reminders. Weekdays at 12 noon Eastern, tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern, we're going to be live at U Radio Live. We do it every single day. We're going to be reformatting it to keep it brief. So the people who are really, really busy, what we're going to be doing is providing you with the details and the information that are really relevant to you taking action today. And then we'll invite people to hang around and share some information. But come there every single day, especially right now. As we move through the next month, 2 months, 3 months, as Peter said, it's going to be coming fast and furious, like an avalanche of information and products. So I want you guys to make sure that you're plugged in. So when people begin asking you questions, you have some relevant information. I also would suggest that you start inviting your prospective business partners, people who are a candidate for your business, to come every single morning, because sometimes we have Peter join us. This morning we had Owen chime in from the United Kingdom. Last week we had, was it Scott who called in from, was it New Zealand or something? It's a really international feel. So come there, right? We really demonstrate what is happening in our U economy. So use that tool. Of course, we're here every Tuesday and Thursday in this time slot, and we'll be adding more of these as we move forward. Also, quick reminder, if you look right now over there in the chat room, Peter has reminded us that Saturday, day after tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, is it's like an open house. I think that's really cool. Like when you're driving around on a Saturday, there's open house, like, oh, here's a house, let me go take a look, right? Everybody's invited. And that's really what it is. It's an open house so the world can have a peek and take a look at what we are really doing. And one of the things, Peter, I just want to say this, I was working on some word tracks myself earlier today. And when I talk about the U-Mentor program, I've asked people, I've said, would you consider actually taking some time and being mentored by one of the best in the industry? If I told you that you can be mentored by a guy who's responsible for 2 million people and their lives being enrolled in direct selling, would you be interested in being taught by that guy? How about a guy who's responsible for $400 million in commission, dollars, real money paid out to the world? Would you be interested in talking to that guy and being mentored by that guy? And this is a guy who's like, he's not a coach. He's not a coach. Coaches are people who've already given up. They're retired. Coaches are retired. He's a mentor. He's right in here right now in the trenches making stuff happen. What would it be worth for you to actually be personally mentored by that dude? That's what I'm thinking. That's worth way more than $1,500, my friend.
Well, Joe, I'll tell you, if I actually did personal coaching, I would charge $100,000 a year per person.
I get it.
And it would be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It would be worth it because I can tell you that from the stuff you would learn, you'd make a lot more than $100,000. So, but anyway, so guys, one of the things we're going to do on the coaching call is at the beginning, I believe in getting the mindset correct, getting your brain right, and this is almost like a mantra that, and you're going to have access to this. You're going to be able to download it and everything. And I'll close with this. It's about 1.5 minutes or so. But we're going to get our mindset ready. You're going to be able to, again, download this so this way you can read it to yourself every single day as we go into the next week. And as we go into the next week, when we talk about the next subject, I want to hear also from the people that were on the first week some takeaways about how you implemented that for the whole week. And we'll talk about that as well, too. But this is about your comfort zone. And this would be something that you read to yourself every single day. I allow myself outside of my comfort zone and appreciate all the rewards that are available to me. Stepping outside of my comfort zone from time to time opens up a whole new world of possibilities to me. Although I can receive many rewards while staying warm and cozy inside my comfort zone, I realize that venturing out of it can bring even more. My comfort zone has all the comforts of home. Inside my home, I feel confident and self-assured. I know where everything is and arrange it according to my likes and dislikes. I'm in control of my life. When I'm inside my home, I know that once I step outside of my home, things change. Life can throw unexpected challenges at me. And even with such a risk, I know that I can never live my life inside my home only. That would be too limiting and confining. In the same way, I understand that living life inside my comfort zone confines me to a very narrow spectrum of experiences. Although I'm comfortable and confident there, where is the excitement? Do I really want to limit myself like that? Of course not. When I allow myself to get out, I find that it can be fun. I can go on new adventures and meet all kinds of new people. I can develop new talents and skills, and I never knew that I had them. And I can learn new things that I never even imagined before. With this in mind, today I plan on letting myself out of my comfort zone and reap new rewards like never before. I feel such freedom and excitement and about my new outlook that I know that I can overcome any minor setback on my path to fulfillment. So guys, this is some of the stuff that we're going to be doing for you, not just me talking like this. I want you to participate. I'm going to give you stuff to be able to work on the whole week, and then we're going to go into the next week and do the same thing. And each week we're going to talk about the previous week and get some takebacks and givebacks of what people have experienced by implementing this from the previous week. All right, so get people on the call on Saturday. They're going to see what it's like to be mentored, some of the class that we're on, and then we're going to go over a little bit snippet of each one of the weeks that we do in the 12-week mentoring course. And then I'm going to push hard for people to sign up under you in the U-Mentor system. Okay, guys, thank you very much, Joe, and please call it out and close it out. You're all set.
All right, thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning and every single weekday at 12 noon Eastern. Remember that U-Funnel will be coming up. I know that Victor said within a week, and I know that Peter said sooner than that, so it's going to be coming. Stand by for that. It's full steam ahead. We've got products, we've got funnels. I'm really, really excited. Thank you guys for including me in this, and we'll see all of you guys. See you around the mall, huh?